So I like doing that interview so much, I decided just to do another one, and I'm going to review another anime that I own, and it is Wolfrain. I don't know if you guys can see it. See? Woo. Yeah. It's a pretty good story. If you were looking for a story in comparison to the last review, this one definitely has one. It's basically focuses on these, you know, it's like 200 years in the future, or, you know, it's in another dimension. Basically, it's futuristic, quote unquote, but they basically have the same technology. It's after a major war, all the resources have been eaten up on the planet Earth. Shit's bad. And they think they've eliminated all the wolves in the world, which, you know, there's no place for them to hide because all the forests have been cut down, and everything's pretty shitty. But it turns out, of course, that there's some wolves. And where's the first motherfucking wolf? Underneath the tree. Anyway, I've heard people compare this to Hindu religious mythology. I've heard people compare this to some aspects of Homer's Odyssey, which doesn't fucking make sense to me, but I've heard it. It's a pretty intense anime. Besides the wolves, which there are quite a few, there's a, you know, flower maiden, which her name's Cheza, and she's basically the key to paradise. And basically that's what this show focuses on, is that wolves are trying to get to paradise because they're the only ones that can get to paradise. They need paradise because it's badass, you know, there's plenty of honey and beer. I mean, it's great. So they're trying to get to paradise. There's a conflict, of course, because the nobles, namely a couple, I won't go into too much detail, they want to get to paradise too. And if the wolves get to paradise, they can't get to paradise, so they gotta use the wolves to get to paradise, if that makes sense. I'm trying to keep it fairly vague because I don't want to spoil it. There's also one of the most badass villains, got right here, and yeah, amazing. He's Darcius the Third. Yeah, the Third. Famous dude, man. I mean, if you were gonna pick kind of a really depressed villain, this would probably be it. I mean, he's never really that happy. And he kind of, I mean, I've heard it described also that this anime is basically describing present, future, and past. It's similar to what I heard about, what's it called? Oh, damn. Geass. Yeah. It's kind of like that, in that each of the main characters represents a time point, and basically, of course, future's the wolves, present's the nobles, past is Darcius, and they're all trying to achieve this, you know, paradise. And Darcius' paradise lays in the past because his wife died. You know, the nobles just want shit to be badass. You know, they live in a temple with a lot of fucking flowers and shit. And the wolves want a future. That's basically how it breaks down. It's got one of the most anticlimactic endings of all time, though. I will tell you that right now. Did not think the ending was that great. At least the episodes leading up to right at the end. I mean, after they get out of the big noble castle, you know, up until then, pretty good. And then it's just like, you kind of know what's happening after a couple things happen. If you've seen this, you know what I'm talking about. After a couple things go, you know, like when somebody who might be gay, it's not there no more, I don't know where he went, you kind of see where things are going to go. But, having said that, pretty good series. I mean, this is, like, I'm only reviewing really good ones right now because I don't buy shitty animes. I'm sorry, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think that this is really comparable with Lucky Star because it's got a plot, which something Lucky Star really did not have. But I'd probably give it the same. I'd probably give it, well, no, I wouldn't give it the same. I'd say that the ending and the music's not necessarily forgettable. The ending song's pretty good. As far as animation's not the best, but it's average, you know. So I give it probably 8.5, you know, out of 10. Not bad. Pretty good series. I'd recommend it. I mean, all these are going to be recommendations. I mean, I could, if I had pictures, I could show you some shitty anime. But as it turns out, my computer's broken. So by the time you get these videos, it won't be, because I have no other way to upload. So if this makes any sense, I mean, basically I can't look at any bad animes right now. So that's why I'm doing reviews on like an epic scale. Next time, I'll probably review Evangelion, which this is a badass box cover. It really is. And they get individual DVDs. But having said that, you should check out Wolfrain. I feel like I'm a Bible thumper. No offense to Bible thumpers. I guess you thump it like that. Anyway, no offense, Bible thumpers. Bye.